Hello, Chava, Shalom Aleichem. Welcome back to another installment in this series, Sefer Jonah, verse by verse, select commentaries. Again, this series is a companion to the other series dealing with the grammar, Sefer Jonah, verse by verse. That series is an exclusive for my patrons over on Patreon. If you're interested in access to that series, support at any level, even as little as $1 a month, will gain you access to that series. Okay, this week we're doing Jonah chapter 1, verse 13. So let's go down and look at the verse. We're going to be doing it with the commentary of the Metzudat David, or the Metzudat Tzion portion of the commentary Metzudat David. That commentary was composed by Rabbi David Altshuler. His years are 1687 through 1769. His wiki can be found here. His commentary is a general commentary. The Metzudat David is going to deal with textual narrative matters. In other words, he's trying to explain the story. And his smaller carve-out commentary, the Metzudat Tzion, is typically going to deal with matters of language, matters of grammar, odd usages of words, so on and so forth. We're going to be looking at one of those odd usages of a word today from the Metzudat Tzion. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the verse. Okay, our verse, let's read it a couple times in Hebrew. It says, V'yachteru ha'anashim lahashiv el hayavasha v'lo yocholu ki hayam holech v'so'er alehem. One more time. V'yachteru ha'anashim lahashiv el hayavasha v'lo yocholu ki hayam holech v'so'er alehem. Let's translate. V'yachteru, and they paddled. Who paddled? The anashim, the men. Lahashiv el hayavasha, to return to the dry land. V'lo yocholu, but they weren't able to. Ki hayam holech, because the sea was going. V'so'er, and storming. Alehem, upon them. Okay, so the Metzudat Tzion, Rabbi David Altshuler, will be commenting on this word, v'yachteru. This is a little bit of a funny word. The real meaning of this word, as we'll see, is from elsewhere in Scripture, is different from paddled. So it's really by context that we're translating this word as paddled here. Okay, so he starts, v'yachteru. Okay, again, this word here is called the Dibur HaMaskil. This is, so to speak, the hyperlink out of the text. So if you're looking on a text of a rabbinic Bible, there will be certain texts that will, certain portions of the verse that will be highlighted. And you go out into the various commentaries, you look for the bolded, those bolded word letters, and that will point you back into the text. So you go out and you look, and you'll see the various comments that are given throughout the commentaries on these verses, these words. Okay, again, v'yachteru. So he says, inyan chafira. This is having to do with digging. With digging. This word. V'kein, and likewise, and he quotes from Amos chapter 9, verse 2, he quotes, Im yachteru b'sho'ol, if they were able to dig down to Sheol, they were able to dig down or burrow down to Sheol, the underworld. So again, this is Amos 10, verse 2. So look it up. Ratzon lomar. So he wants to. So the verse wants to say like this. He says, "Heshitu bimshotos b'sochayam." They were striking. They were chopping with the paddles. Bimshotos, with the paddles. B'tochayam, in the midst of the sea. Benidma keilu chofrim bayam. And it looked as if they were digging in the sea. It looks as if they were digging in the sea. So if you think about it, a paddle is roughly in the shape of a spade or a shovel. And if they're digging, if they're paddling vigorously, where the oars come over and dig back down to the water, it could be likened to somebody digging. So I think he's pointing us to this meaning of the word, and I think that helps build a picture that not only were they paddling, this again, the setting here is in the midst of a great storm. They weren't just merely paddling like a little pleasure trip. They were digging down deep in their strokes and pulling hard to try to get back to land. And therefore it uses this word for digging, or something that at least has connotations elsewhere in the Bible for digging. Okay, so that is the Metzudat Tzion. Again, displaying a sensitivity to the language, looking to see what other verses throughout the Bible use that word for. And I think it helps to paint a picture in terms of what's going on in the verse, more so than just the word paddling, the translation paddling, which maybe is not even a fair translation to begin with. However, in modern Hebrew, the root chet tet tav resh does mean to paddle, as in paddling a boat. So we see here that this word, despite other usages in the Bible, in modern Hebrew has come to mean paddling a boat. Okay, well that was the Metzudat Tzion on Jonah 1:13. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll join me again next time for another verse, another commentator. I hope you will also be sufficiently interested to go over and look at my other series on Jonah, Sefer Yonah, verse by verse. Okay, thank you. Kol Tuv. Hatzlacha Rabbah. Keep learning.